Welcome, beautiful yogis. We are in the glorious month of May, and we are going to just stretch, strengthen, and chill out. I'd like to start today standing. So come on up to stand. Parallel your feet, just about hips width apart. And have unlocked knees, so little bend in your knees, arms loosely at your side, give your hands a little shake, and then as your hands just relax, roll your shoulders forward and back. Now it's as though a wave is flowing through your body. Bend the knees, roll your shoulders back. Inhaling, dip your knees, and exhale, roll your shoulders back. Give this a go. See how it feels. How is it in your body today? Meet yourself, as always, with compassion, with your breath. And one more time. Nice, and we'll stand really tall. Still the feet are parallel. And now I'm mirroring you. Bring your right arm forward and to the vertical place. And as you exhale, press your right foot down and grow longer along your right side. We fill up with the breath again. And then it's a little crescent moon shape. Lean to your left. Inhaling, come back to upright. And exhaling, leaning again to your left. We'll do it one more time this way. Good, coming all the way up. And release your right arm down and pause a moment and stand here and see how this feels. Breath is here, tuning into how we are. And we go to the other side now. Your left arm, inhale it forward and up. And as you exhale, reach it longer as you press your left foot down. Stay here for the in. And then it's a little side bend, little crescent moon towards your right. Let your hips go the opposite way. Inhale, draw the hips back, come back to vertical. And exhale, a little side lean. Inhale, bring your way back up. And exhale, side leaning, little crescent moon shape. Great. Come upright and lower your arm back down. Nice. And give your hands a little shake. And now roll your shoulders. Little shoulder rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Good, and so now, big wide arms filling up with the breath, and exhale, wrap your right arm over your left. Give yourself a big hug and bend your knees. Inhale, come on up to standing and raise your elbows, arch back a little bit. Exhaling, bend your knees and bow forward. Inhalation, reach up. Exhalation, come forward. And we'll do it one more time. Lovely. Now as we stand upright again, big, wide, open arms, inhale. And then cross your left arm over your right. Hug your shoulders. Lift your elbows, inhale, and then as you bend your knees, lower your sit bones, bow forward. Inhalation, rise with the elbows, Exhale, steady on your feet as we sink a little bit down and inhale up. We've got 2 to go. Exhaling, the knees bend and we bow forward in this hugged in position. We've got 1 to go. Nice, everyone. Inhale all the way up and make huge spreading arms and lower them on the exhale and pause here and feel this moment of arriving in your body, in this breath on your yoga mat as we begin our springtime strengthen, stretch and chill out practice. So here we go. Widen your feet, please. So now your feet are a little wider than your hips and they're parallel. And invite you now to stretch your arms wall to wall and your crown up. Take a breath in. And now your left hand, exhale it towards your right knee. And inhale, come back up. And exhale your right hand towards your left knee or below and inhale up. So with your breath, there's a little twist and a lowering, feeling it out in your body. How far do you want to go today? Always we honor that. Nice and slow to begin our large movements to stretch and open, strengthen, and with our breath, we will be incrementally chilling out. Lovely, we have 1 to go. Inhaling the big, wide, open heart, and exhale, lower your hands to your sides. Keep your legs as they are. Lift your heart on an inhale, and let your heart lead as we come down the midline now, and you can slide or walk or inch your hands down your legs, finding where you could be, maybe at your knees, your shins, or your ankles. Please inhale to halfway up, so your chest lifts. Exhale, fold a little closer. So we're just getting started. Be kind to your body. Inhale, rise all the way to upright, arms overhead. And now we're diving forward again over the wide legs. Big swan dive. Come on down. Hold your hands on your legs somewhere. Halfway up, breath in. Fold on down. Breath out. Let's come up all the way again. Root your feet and rise. Big reach. And 1 more time. Forward bend. Down the middle. Hands find a purchase somewhere on your legs. And then your breath allows you to grow your spine longer to bring it parallel to the mat. And exhale, fold on in. And this time we're coming all the way up. Reach the arms overhead. And as we lower the arms down, walk your feet in towards standing mountain pose. So now we've got the feet pretty close together. Stabilize. Feel your breath. Let everything integrate, settle. As we now challenge our balance, we're going to inhale the arms forward and up and rise off the heels onto the ball of the feet. On exhale, lower your heels, bend your knees, bring your arms forward and then sweep them back. Inhale, arms forward, rise onto the ball of the feet. Exhale, lower your heels, bend your knees and sweep your arms back. As we did, rise. This is the inhale. The exhale, come forward as your arms reach back. 2 to go, rise. And bend. And rise. And lower the heels, bend. Good. Now please stay in this bent knees position. Bring your arms forward level with your shoulders. Turn the palms out. Take a breath in. And now exhale, swim your arms back and link them at your sacrum. Knees stay bent. Can you straighten your arms? Lift your chest now. Inhale and bow over your legs. Lower your head. And raise your arms and steady your feet. We're here for 2 breaths. And ground your feet. Release the arms. Inhale, come up forward with the arms. Leave your heels on the mat and lower the arms back down. And feel this moment. This moment of nature awakening. We, too, are finding new energy best we can. Sometimes we just rest, and then a new surge of energy arises. It's great to follow that. Good, so root your feet. They're much closer together now. Your right arm, bring it forward next to your ear. Get longer on exhale. Fill up with breath. And it's a side bend now to your left. Good. Stay here. We're going to pulse the lower arm. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, lower it down. And raise the arm, breathing in. And lower it down. Let's do it one more time. Raise your arm. And lower down. This time, as we come up, draw your hips back under your shoulders, reach really tall, and lower the arms down, and steady your feet as they stay really close together. Feel your breath. Maybe look down or lower your gaze, and feel this moment. Good, we take second side. Please bring your left arm forward and up next to the ear. As we exhale, the foot presses down and the arm and the side ribs get longer. Stay 4 in. And it's a side bend now. Exhale. Explore the hips traveling away. Strong in your belly. Your bottom arm inhales up and exhales down. And raise the arm. Feel how your ribs are opening. Your core is strengthening. Nice. One more time. Nice. This time, we'll draw the hips back. Come to upright. Good. Get really long in your arms. Steady in your feet. Little bend in the knees. Dive forward. Hands to shins. Inhale to a flat back, and exhale, fold over the legs. Come all the way to upright, inhale. And this time it's a prayer pose at your heart. Good, so feel how your feet are rooted, how your palms are matched up, how your posture would be approved of by your mum. So really tall, straight back, flow of breath. Nice, everyone. And release your hands. And let's come down now to hands and knees with the blocks at hand at the front of the mat. So we've got the blocks ready. We'll start just on hands and knees. And inhale, coming into cow-shaped chest forward. Little dip in your back. And then exhale, tuck the tail under. Draw the belly in, round and spread across your shoulder blades as you look down. This is the exhale. Inhale, undulate to switch. And exhale, round under. Let's take it one more time this way. On this inhale, walk your hands an inch or two forward, spread your palms, curl your toes, and then raise your knees up for downward dog. On exhale, parallel your feet. Stay here for inhale. On the exhale, lower your knees back down to the mat. Inhale into cow shape, heart lifts. Exhale, round your back and see if you can go back towards your heels. Inhale, draw forward, curl the toes, and the exhale is the downward dog. We'll stay in downward dog for the inhale. Exhale, the knees come down to the mat. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, bring your chest forward. Exhale, round your back and draw your seat towards your heels. Inhale, draw forward, curl the toes, and lift your knees on up for the exhale. Stay for the inhale, lovely deep inhale. And knees lower again, uncurl the toes while exhaling. Heart forward, inhale. Exhale, round your back and return your seat towards your heels. Inhale, draw forward, curl the toes. We take downward dog on exhale, and we're going to stay in downward dog, walking out your feet, bending one knee at a time. Lowering the other heel, and stay connected with your breath. Good. This time raise on the inhale both heels. Keep your tail way high. Exhale, lower both heels. And inhale, raise both heels. Exhale, lower your knees to the mat. And this time walk your knees further apart. Keep your toes closer together. And we draw the seat back again and reach your arms forward, unless it feels better to bring your hands under your brow. So nice wide arms, open chest. Ease in your shoulders. And your seat draws back. 2 more breaths. Nice. Please walk your hands back. Come to fours, bringing the knees back together as well. And this time a similar pose, except the knees are close together. The butt stays high. And we walk the arms forward. Try to bring your heart space, your sternum, towards the mat. Maybe it's your chin or your forehead. And stretch your arms long, keeping your tushy high up in the air so it doesn't impact the knees. And we're going way into the upper chest, shoulders. 3 breaths. And please walk your hands way back to the all fours, where now we'll use the blocks. So bring your blocks under your hands. The middle setting is a good one. And we'll begin with the right leg lifted up behind. So as your right knee lifts, your heart lifts as well. This is the inhale position, and the exhale, the knee comes forward. We round the spine as we've been doing as we raise the knee towards the nose. Inhale, the same knee draws back as the heart lifts and the nose lifts. Exhale, tuck under. One more time. Now let's bring the right foot between the blocks all the way through. Press the foot down and push away from the blocks to raise the arms up. And circle your arms to hold your low back. And so as you bring your hands to your low back, bring your wingspan in, your elbows in. Pressing the tailbone under, can you raise your heart? Not so much the chin, just lifting your heart. Steady through your front foot. The left arm now comes forward and lift it high and see if you can go even a little further back into a back bend. Take a breath in. And then on exhale, reach your left arm way forward back to the block. And the right hand comes to the block as well. And we draw the hips back to straighten the front leg. That's it. Front leg towards straight. Where we get a little breather. Feel it all. And lovely. Bring your right knee back next to your left. We begin again now with the left leg lifted up. Inhale, as does your heart. Knee to nose, round your back, exhaling. 2 more times. Stay connected to your breathing. And we have one more. Good. And now step your left foot through, all the way through. Press the foot down. And now rise with your arms. Bring your trunk to upright. Circle the arms behind your back to hold your sacrum. Close together. Elbows draw in. Shoulders draw back. And your heart lifts. Stay to breathe. So there's a lot of balance required here as well as opening into the chest, the quads, the hips. We stay as we are. We bring the right arm, inhale it forward and bring it to the zenith line. And then exhale, lean back a little bit. That left hand in your sacrum is supporting this. Fill up with a breath. And then exhale, reach your long right side, forward hand returning to the block. And the left hand as well. Straighten your left leg. Use the blocks to stretch it out, to feel the current of that stretch. And in that moment where we feel the current of the stretch and our breath comes to ease, we have a little chill out moment. Terrific, everyone. Now we take that left leg back. Put the blocks to the side. And prepare for downward facing dog with your palms flat, your finger pads pressing, toes curled, and raise your knees and come into this lovely inverted V. You can see your feet, so align them to parallel. Open the chest through the way we did when we were on the knees in the puppy dog shape. Now please bring your feet really close together. Raise your both heels and lower them down on the exhale. Raise your both heels and your left leg high up behind. The leg can stay straight. Exhale, bring your left knee to your nose and your shoulders over wrists. like a plank. Repeat, take the leg back. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrists. Here we are strengthening. One more time. Nice. Raise the leg and return your left foot next to your right foot. And gently bend both knees, widening them. Sit back towards your heels and send your arms forward and your hips back. 3 breaths. Chill out moment. One more lovely chill out breath. And return to the downward dog position. Knees walk in, toes curl under, and up we come. And we spend a couple of moments just finding our way in downward dog, settling the long, slow breaths. Good, and so are you ready? Inhale, raise both heels. Exhale, lower both heels. Inhale, raise both heels and your right leg way high. Exhale, the knee forward towards your nose and your shoulders, your trunk moves forward as well, like a plank. Take the leg back on in. Knee forward, exhale. One more. Good. Right leg goes back and high to land the right foot next to the left. This time, yogis, insert both feet back a little bit. Come to plank. And let's come all the way down to the mat, assuming the Sphinx pose. So the elbows slide forward. We free up the wrists now. How nice is that? Press your palms down, raise your heart. And feel your breathing. And so it's really lovely to be doing these poses that require both strength and flexibility. And if we don't have that, we are cultivating it. We have just released the wrists from their burden of carrying the upper body weight. So now that is transferred to the forearms. The legs are very engaged and the heart is tractioning forward, keeping a lot of energy around the heart and the upper back and the shoulders. And the chill out part is the slow, deep breathing. Infuse your body with your calming breaths. Nice, everyone. So we're going to lower down. I've moved back a little bit on my mat. Bring your left forearm to lie across your mat, and then take your right arm out to the right, and take your face to rest on your left arm. We're going to be rolling onto the right hip, opening deeply into the right shoulder. So roll your hips towards the right. You can use bent legs to maneuver here. See how far this feels good. You might even take your left foot up and place it behind so that you're opening into the hip as well as into your right shoulder. Now, some of us have unstable shoulders, and what I wouldn't like to happen is that your arm pops out of the shoulder. So if you know you have an unstable shoulder, please be very careful with this one. And if all is well, chill out breaths. slow, relaxed. Nice, and release back to full frontal on the mat so that we can change sides. The left arm will go out to the left. The right forearm supports us as we now roll onto the left hip and challenge that left shoulder. Legs can be bent to get the leverage. And be very present with all the places you can feel. Stretching the ligaments that hold it all together in the shoulder joints. Creating space, creating mobility, and creating safety so that we can use our arms to fling into the air joyfully, or throw a duvet on the bed, whatever you might be flinging. But our arms are good and our shoulders are safe. Good. Roll back onto your tummy. And make a pillow for your brow so that we can find the center line again. Relax the back, the buttocks, and the shoulders. Two more chill out breaths. Nice, everyone. And so now bring your hands, your forearms back to the Sphinx position. So that will bring your chest up and away from the mat. Palms pressed down, heart is lifted. We draw the elbows, the forearms, tractioning them on the mat so that the chest draws forward a little bit. Two more breaths. So we're engaged, we're fully present, muscles are working. Nice, everyone. So now we're going to curl the toes under and press your elbows down. Establish strength in your core and raise your hips up off the mat. Push through your heels so we're in a forearm plank. And stay to breathe. Can you stay for the 3 breaths? Strengthening. The next inhale is the deep one. Hold the breath. Exhale, lower your hips down. Make a pillow. Your toes release and your brow releases too. Rest on your hands and your body dissolves into the mat. Relaxed body. Breathing deep, feel the earth. We're so close to the mat, we're close to the ground. One more breath. Great. So now, please just move your blocks a little forward because they tend to get in the way of this next one. Bring your arms alongside your body. Your legs are a little bit wider and your forehead is on the mat, but your shoulders are already lifted off the mat. Inhale, lift your chest, your arms, and your legs. Exhale, come back down. Raise the arms and legs. Belly is pressing into the mat. Exhale down. So we're going to do 3 more of these. Lift on up. And lower down. 2 to go. And our 1 more. Good. Lower down. Make a pillow so that you can rest your brow and really relax your back, your shoulders, your tummy. Nice, everyone. So now arms again alongside. And this time we're doing opposite arm to leg. So we start with the legs reaching back and the arms reaching back. Inhaling, lift your chest, your right arm next to your head and your left leg. Exhale, come back down, turn your ear to the left, so rest on your right ear. Inhale now your left leg and your left arm, right leg. Come on up. And exhale, come on down, turn your face towards the right. Alternating side, right arm, left leg, rise. And return. Left arm, right leg, rise. And return. Good. Right arm, left leg. Inhale. Return, exhale. One more. Left arm, right leg. And return. Good. Hands under your shoulders. Press to all fours. And take your seat towards your heels. Extended arms. Fill up with the breath. And the exhale takes us back to downward dog. Two more chill out breaths in downward dog. And now we'll walk the feet to the front of the mat so that we are now steady on the parallel feet. They're about hips width apart. Bend your knees. And can you bring your hands to clasp behind the back? We did this earlier. Shoulder heads go back. Inhale, raise your chest, elbows straighten. Exhale, lie your chest closer to your legs and raise your arms high. Repeat. Arms lower, heart lifts. This is the inhale. And the exhale. Lie closer to the legs as your arms reach overhead. Let's do it one more time. Great. Now we release the arms forward to come to upright, arms overhead, and we come to prayer pose and pause here. Feeling all of this. Nice. So from here, let's take the right foot back and angle the heel, but keep the hips squared. And your heart to the front of the mat, as are your shoulders. Ground through both feet. Both arms widened up, breathing in. And exhale, come forward over that left leg. Remember the knee might be a little bent, it's fine. Hands on that leg as we inhale to the flat back. Exhale, fold over the leg. Inhale, come all the way upright, arms overhead. And draw your hands to your heart as we step forward. Good. Left foot, step it back and steady it. Steady both feet. Inhale, widen up. Forward bend, exhale. Hands to your shin for the flat back, breath in. Fold deep, breath out. Come up all the way, inhale. And step to the front, exhaling. Good. We begin again, right foot, inhale, step it back. Steady up, exhale. Both arms widened up, breathe in. Exhale, forward bend. Hands lightly on your left shin bone. Halfway up, breath in. Fold deep, breath out. Let's come up all the way, arms overhead. Step forward. Good, and pause. Nice. Grounded feet, inhale, arms wide and up. Forward bend, exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Now, exhale your hands to the mat. Take your feet back to downward dog. 3 lovely breaths in downward dog. The next inhale is a deep one. We'll hold a moment. Exhale, knees down, all fours. Ease your wrists as needed. Great. And so now it's the diagonal line again, your right leg parallel to the mat. And your left arm forward next to your ear. Hold steady, 3 breaths. Good. On exhale, the left hand comes down, the toes, the ball of your right foot comes down, the leg stays straight. Now tip your right heel to the midline. It's going to open your right hip. Feel that? Raise your right arm up. And bring your right arm next to your ear. Nice long stretch. Breathe into the slow stretch along your right side. Nice. On the exhale, return your hand to the mat. Return your knee next to your left knee. And then you might just sway your hips a little side to side. Ease that left haunch. That did quite a bit of work there, a little strengthening there. Great, and then we're back to fours. We'll take the other side. Now it's the left leg parallel to the mat. Remember, we're engaging that leg, pushing the foot into the imaginary wall, while the right arm reaches forward next to the ear. And here we stabilize the breath. The next exhale, the right hand comes down, the ball of the left foot comes down. Tip that heel to the midline. Anchor the outer edge of your left foot and raise your left arm straight up. And maybe over next to your head. So we've got a vigorous opening stretch through the left side of the body. Breathe into all those areas that you can feel open up. So those intercostals, we like to keep them really flexible so that our breathing can easily be deep and full. Nice, everyone. On the exhale, we're coming out of the shape. The hand comes down, the knee comes down. Ease your wrists and ease your hips. Great. Bring your blocks in again. And we're going to come now to downward dog. Just 3 breaths in downward dog. And then walk your feet forward. Bringing your hands to the high blocks. Feet are parallel, hips width apart. High blocks and straighten your arms. So we have a flat back position. And we now take the diagonal line. The right leg parallel to the mat. And the left arm forward. Hold steady, so don't let the back leg drop. On exhale, bring your left hand to the block. Bend the standing knee so that the ball of the right foot comes down and angles. Can you straighten your left leg? You might need to walk your blocks in a little closer. And now with the back heel angled and the left leg straight, take your left arm and open to, take your right arm and open to the right. That's it. So kind of what we did kneeling, now we're standing. Nice big opening. Exhale, bring the hand back to the block. Bend the front knee to step forward. Good. Parallel through your feet. Hands to shin bones. Heart lifts. Inhale. Exhale, fold. This time we're coming all the way upright. Arms overhead. Prayer pose. Pause a moment. And feel all of this. Lovely. Inhale, the arms widened up. Forward bend. Exhale your hands to your high blocks. Position them so your back is flat and your feet are rooted. It's the left leg this time. Take your left leg back. Keep your hips level. Send your right arm forward. Stay to breathe. So evening out your breath. Hold balance. On the exhale, the right hand returns to the block. The right knee bends so that you can bring the ball of the left foot all the way to the mat. Tip that heel and anchor that foot. Begin to straighten your right leg, even bringing your block a little closer. And then the left arm lifts and we're opening to the left. It's neither triangle or reverse triangle, but it's towards that. Nice, everybody. On exhale, return your left hand to the block. Bend the right knee, step forward. Hands to shin bones, halfway up. Exhale, fold over your legs, inhaling all the way up. And prayer pose at your heart. Good. Please put all your weight on your left foot and bring your right knee up. Little balance. You might just hold the knee up or carry it in your, carry the thighs in your hands, lift your chest. And step your right foot next to your left foot. Walk it out a little bit. As we change sides now, root through your right foot. The left knee lifts. Perhaps carry it with your hands under the thigh. Stand tall. And lower the foot. Lovely. Now we are ready for half moon. So our blocks are still there. Inhale, raise your arms wide and up. Exhale, dive forward, hands coming to the blocks. Good. And so now make sure that you have enough distance from your hands to your feet so that your back is flat and your feet are close together now. Standing on your right foot, take your left leg back behind, open the hip, and now take your left arm up. Turn your trunk towards the left. That leg now in the air is flexed so it doesn't flop. Good balance. half moon pose. Yeah, and bring your hand back down and your left foot down. Oh, and walk it out a little bit here. Good job. Feet are close together. We're going to step into the left foot, take your right leg back, open the hip, and your right arm comes up. So make sure you're ready. Take your time, open slowly, so that you're opening your heart space, standing on your left hip, holding on the block with your left hand. It's a flexed leg in the air. Terrific. And come on down. Hand and foot, and walk it out. Lovely, everyone. And hands to shin bones for a flat back. And exhale, fold over your legs. Come all the way upright. Arms overhead. And prayer pose. Pause a moment, standing tall on both feet. Breath flowing, energy flowing, we're alive and well. Nice, everyone, and release your hands. Let's take a wide stance on the mat. Blocks can be off the mat now. So good, wide stance. As we now turn out your right leg, left heel away, wide enough apart so that we can do the side lunge. That's warrior two. Straighten the leg, inhale, and lunge, exhale. Good, and again. Come into the lunge, hold warrior two, add your arms, and gaze over your right hand. Steady, strong. And so now we are combining stretch, strength, and chill out all at once. One more beautiful breath here. Now on the inhale, straighten the leg and release your arms down. And let's go the other side, pivot your legs. Warrior two, second side. We begin by simply lunging, bending that knee. Exhale and straighten it, inhale. Good, hold your warrior two shape, bring your arms level. And as you gaze over your left hand, find stability, centeredness, strength, and calmness. Nice, everyone, and release your arms, straightening the leg. Let's come to parallel legs. Parallel feet, come in slightly closer. Bring your hands to the top of your legs, your waist. Lift your heart, breathe in, and come forward. Hips go back, heart goes forward, and then the arms reach forward as well. Inching your fingertips forward, and your hips and sit bones back. Lengthen your breath. Fill your back. So we've done a lot of side bending, Really opening the intercostals. Nice. Please walk your hands back. Straighten the arms and toe heel. Your feet back together. To roll on up to stand. And feel this moment. Now we are here. Nice. So please let's come on down to sit on a folded blanket. And let's sit now with your right leg fully extended directly forward and your left heel drawing into your groin. Root through your sit bones and rise through your spine and draw your arms up on an inhale and forward we go, the heart leads, and let your hands land wherever they can. Once you've landed your hands, lift your heart, breathe in. And then the exhale, down we go, and we fold over the leg and we slow down the breath. Deepening and slowing. It's extraordinary how the slowing of the breath signals the body, largely the nervous system, very much so the vagus nerve that runs, it's the longest cranial nerve in the body, runs from our brain and all visits with all the organs, the throat, the heart, the diaphragm, the stomach, the kidneys, the spleen, the liver. Vagus nerve touches all the vital organs and it's sending information that allows the body to come into parasympathetic, to come into the relaxed, chill out place. And the breath is this intermediary force between the physical and the non-physical. Good. Let's walk the hands up that right leg, come to upright and bring your knee up and set the foot across your straight leg. So we're upright now. And your opposite hand or elbow holds that up knee and turn your trunk to your left. The left knee is bent, your right leg is straight, and our twist, our very upright twist, is towards your left. Root both sit bones, rise through the central column. Breath stays chilled out, deep and slow. On the exhale, we'll gently release the pose, unwind, and let's switch sides. So your left leg straight, your right knee is bent. Sit upright, really locate your sitting bones, and let's raise the arms up. And forward we go, and we'll just land where we do. And hold on to where you land, so inhale, lift your chest. And fold now over this leg and lie down. All attention now on the feeling of your breath, long and slow. signaling safety, to be calm and relaxed, signaling safety to stretch. Where can you feel your breath? And slowly walk your hands back up the leg and bring that knee up. Position your foot over your straight leg. Draw your spine up the midline, and we take a twist now to your right. So your left arm around your right knee. Done. Upright and turning. Can you feel both sit bones rooting as our spine rotates in its most vertical orientation? The next exhale will just undo. Turn again to face the both legs extended out. Paschimottanasana, which is the seated forward bend. Both legs straight, raise both arms up. Exhale, reach to wherever you can. Hold where you can. Soft shoulders, inhale, raise your heart. And exhale, lie closer over your legs. Looking down, we stay here to experience the stretch, the calm, the breath, the feeling of the breath. Intentionally slowing your breathing down. We have 2 more cycles. Nice, everyone. Letting go wherever you're holding. Walk your hands up your legs and come to sitting. And from here, let's come down onto the back, and we'll use the block for block supported shoulder stand. Ease your way down onto the mat. Take a moment just to chill before we take that block and set up the next pose. Take a moment to feel all the effects of the breath, the focus, the strengthening, the stretching. And then, as you are ready, your low block underneath your sacrum. Bring your shoulders, elbows very close to your torso so we have a nice open chest. And you can keep your knees bent or send your legs to hang in the air. So get comfy, yogis, just get comfy here. No strain, we're in the winding down phase. No strain at all. The joints of your toes and your ankles are at ease, as are your knees. No flexing. Just hanging and chilling. You might close your eyes, feel the natural breath. Adding little pauses at the top of your breath and at the end of the breath. Little hovering moments. Now we're going to go into the square breath, where the pauses are as long as the actual in and out breath. So let me walk you through the first one. Exhale completely. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest on empty. 1, 2, 3, 4. So continue that pattern in, hold, out, hold, and again just cueing yourself. Two more cycles. Now we'll bend the knees and let the feet gently land. Stay a moment here in your natural breath. No more holding. Body is adjusting now. And then remove the block and set your hips down slightly right of center. Wide arms, right leg over left, and roll your hips leftwards, your head rightwards, and rest in your natural breath. When next you breathe in, bring your knees up and shift to the second side, little leftwards with your hips, left thigh over right. And as the knees, hips roll right, head to the left. Settling, relaxing, allowing. and gently coming back up to now settle yourself into final relaxation, Shavasana, grabbing the props, settling along the midline, and letting your body fall away along the midline. Feels so good. This final part of our practice, once we've settled into it, nothing more is required. Allowing yourself to be breathed, allowing yourself to be held by the props, the ground. Drop deep. To know that you can stay exactly as you are in the deep, relaxed place. No need to move. And if you are ready to complete the practice, breathe with your body consciously. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Roll onto your side and experience gratitude. Good, and we complete our practice in the seated position. So lovely to practice with you. Most grateful. Namaste, beautiful yogis.